It's AaroniMoses, and I don't really know what direction this video is going in. I have a message, I do. Actually, to be totally honest, I made this video already right now, but my shit turned off. Don't know what happened. But one of my pet peeves is people telling me what I'm thinking and what my pet peeve is. And if you know me, if you've ever met me, if you've seen my videos even from maybe even last year, wish this lighting was better. But you know that I'm an antisocial person. And there's a lot of things that I don't understand because of these behaviors. And one thing, if you believe in astrology, there's two systems. Well, there's more than two systems, but there's the 12 signs, which is what I most closely follow. Then there's the 13 signs of astrology. Shout out to AaroniMoses. But according to the 13 signs of astrology, I am a Pisces, and I do embody a lot of the Pisces mystic characteristics. One thing that I will tell you about myself is that when I interact, a lot of people get confused by my intentions, my personality, because people can't tell the difference in whether I like them or not. And a lot of that, it scares people. It takes people for a surprise. It catches them off guard. They don't know where they stand. And a lot of people, in psychology, that is really all you have. Your value comes from your status. And when you don't know where you stand to somebody, that confuses people and it scares them. And one thing that I don't want to fall into that I really dislike about fucking people is that when they don't like you, they act on that. I'm not that kind of person. I don't act all rude, disrespectful to people. Certain people, if I see them, they act on their dislike for people. They get to stepping on shoes, they get to bumping people, not saying excuse me, just doing all kind of outrageous, petty, unnecessary shit. And that's not me. I don't move like that. And when you take away somebody's value and your life, they get offended. A lot of people pull me to the side and, hey, I don't know if I did something to you, or blah blah blah. Or people that I don't like, they still try to be all buddy with me, and it's hard to go with that. And that's something I'm really trying to break away from. And when you analyze me, you have to realize that from a small child, my transition from a child into a young man, also known as a teenager at that time, I've been high and drunk and on pills and shit for the past 10 years. So a lot of things I just missed. I just don't know. I just don't understand certain aspects of social interaction. And some people may take things as weird or disrespectful, but that's just me, and I don't ever mean it like that. But one thing that I can tell you is it's not even like that. But I do try my hardest to keep shit neutral. And if you don't know if you don't know if I like you or not, that means you're thinking too much on you or me. You know what I mean? You're in that mind state where you're in that mindset where it's like you're either in this needy phase where you need to know whether or not somebody likes you or not. That's weird to me, bro. I mean, it makes sense because that is a part of that ranking system, that socialization that you've been brought up in. You need to know whether this person likes you or not. You need to know whether or not somebody's talking about you. I've never been that person. I don't give a fuck what you say about me, because you're not. If you're not acting on it, I don't really give a fuck what you say. If you really need to know if somebody likes you or not, you have too much time. You have too much time and too little confidence and self-esteem in yourself. You could come up to me right now. Did you hear that? What's her name said that about you? Oh, for real? I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers around me whispering, saying all kind of shit that they know I can hear them say, but they low-key just want to see how I'm gonna react. I'm not gonna react because, and not even on the materialistic shit, because it's not paying me. It's not providing any kind of gratification for me. Rumors, gossip, rumor. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Giving a fuck that's another way of saying an investment. Do you give a fuck, AaroniMoses? Do you give a fuck that somebody's talking bullshit about you? Do you care that do you give a fuck that this person is talking about you? That translates to me is, are you gonna invest in this person's foolishness? No. I refuse to invest in the foolishness of people saying shit that's not making me happy, of people giving me energy that I can't work with immediately in a positive way. You know what I mean? That's some shit that dumb people do and that ignorant children do. Somebody comes to you and they say, hey, look, this dude has a bottle of poison, and he said that you might want this poison. Do you want the poison or do you not want the poison? I don't like poison, but if he said he got some poison for me, I'm gonna at least go smell it. Oh, for real? You wanna smell the poison? Hell yeah, I wanna smell that poison. You gonna taste it? I might taste it if it smell bad. You know what I'm saying? That's retarded, bro. That's a personal investment in dumb shit. So when you tell me somebody said that I like poison and it might smell like real potent poison, are you gonna taste that? Hell fucking no. What the fuck do I look like? That's how I respond automatically. Ever since I was 13 years old. Hey, dude said he got some poison. If you smell it, that shit'll kill your brain cells. If you taste it, that shit'll kill your brain cells too. But if you drink it, you might just get cancer. You might spread cancer to other people. You might cough on people, get them sick. When you have babies, those babies might be retarded and genetically altered and shit. So do you really want to taste this poison? I'm going to taste the poison. Go ahead. Bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit like that. So my response to interaction, people in general, keep it neutral. And I feel like, honestly, and these are really not my intentions. This is really my personality. Sometimes when people don't know whether or not I like them, they're confused about that. I know either if they really act on their confused mind state, I know one of two things about you. Either you can't stand that a person doesn't like you, or you can't stand not being able to understand somebody. And those two things, and you can call me crazy, I do have emotions. I do react when it's appropriately. I'm not running around in my feelings, and I'm not running around like a fucking sociopath or a psychopath. None of that shit. Because I do have a personality. I just don't show it to everybody that I'm not comfortable with. And it's not even like that. When you see me, when I had friends, when you saw me interact with those people, you saw a whole different person. You saw real freedom. You saw real comfort. And it's not like I'm fucking scared of being judged or anything like that. But everybody doesn't need to see all of that. And I'm usually not in a position to give people all of that. I'm not saying I'm a king or that I have this overwhelming fucking charisma. Because you see, I'm a human fucking being. I'm that diamond. I have different aspects to me. I have different personalities. I am very chameleon-like. I adjust to my environment accordingly. If I don't want to show you certain aspects, it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing bad about you. I'm not scared of you. I don't think you're evil. I don't think you're intimidating. It's just something about the environment and the water that's just making me not want to act on that. I'm very in tune to certain things. Just like every time when I live in a household where there's a certain amount of people, I turn down. I turn the fuck down. Because, if my astrology wheel, my natal chart, my moon is in Libra. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. But the Libra keeps the balance. And that's what I do. I adjust accordingly. If it's already 3 motherfuckers in the room making noise, what do I look like adding to that? I keep the balance. I'm the quiet person that every time the noise stops, every time everything silences out, or all the conversations just like plateaus a little bit, what the fuck's this guy thinking? What are you doing? But when it's only 2 of those, I can contribute. But I usually, 9 times out of 10, I'm feeling everything, I'm smelling everything, I'm tasting everything in the air, and I'm just chilling. Don't be afraid of a person that's just chilling. Don't be afraid of the Libra scales. Don't be afraid of the mystic. That's what I should name this video. Don't be afraid of the mystic. Let me get another square. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have no idea where this video is going. I shouldn't even be awake. I'm about to go get another square real quick though. I wish. But I just got done watching the Kevin Gates interview. And honestly, 110,000%, bro. From me seeing all the little 5-minute Kevin Gates interviews and shit like that on Facebook, I honestly thought Kevin Gates was an asshole. I thought he was an arrogant idiot. But I just thought the nigga was, honestly, I thought he was stupid. Not all the talking about eating booty and all of that, but the fact that he was always trying to talk on some philosophical shit, and it's dumb as fuck that I think that somebody who's always trying to talk, just the judgment that I got, it made sense to me for me to think that this nigga was a retard, you know. But I watched the video, him with on Big Boy's radio station, and it blew me away. And I'm not up there yet, about to be, but I want to personally apologize to you. I'm glad I've never said anything against your name, Kevin Gates, but never listened to your music. You said you don't really give a fuck about music and numbers anyway. In that particular interview, he talked about meditation. He talked about transcending these dimensions and transcending death. Like I always tell everybody, death is dead. Stop letting motherfuckers tell you you can die and that you have to die. Just like in that the American public education system taught you that you have to die. I'm gonna tell you this one quick story. So we were reading a book called Tuck Everlasting in class, and this one girl was asked the question, if you could drink the Tuck Everlasting water, would you want to die? Her answer was yeah. I would want to die because I would want that rest and blah, blah, blah. We were in middle school, so I don't really think she understood fully what death was. Because she was talking about it as if it were a rest. Like she was just going to go to sleep and wake back up. But that's something that the school system brainwashes you to believe, because that's in media. And that's where it started first. But all I'm saying is, I really dislike when people try to analyze something that's not there. Don't stare into the sun. That doesn't make sense. They teach you that in school, and that actually makes sense. Stop staring into the fucking sun. There's nothing for you to see. You know what I mean? So, analyzing me is overanalyzing life. Not saying I'm a deep ass fucking ocean or anything like that, but I don't give you anything. Usually, people don't know if I like them or not. I know all my YouTubers, I love you. All the great conversations we have, I love them. Checking up on you guys, making sure you guys get what you need, I love that. I love my son. I love my life. I love the sky. I get to stare at it. I'm gonna say this one thing. If it's related to this video, for you, it's not. I mean, if it's related to the video, for you, it is. If it's not, it's not. I went to jail one time, and I asked one inmate and one CO. The inmate was on the new, which means he just came in that day. I asked him, the last day that you were outside, for that CO, it was that day, the night before. What phase of the moon was the moon in? Was it half? Was it new? Was it full? Was it a little slit? Was it like a crescent? What did it look like the last time you saw the moon? You know what they all said? They looked. They said they didn't know. The reaction that I got was, I don't know. Why the fuck are you asking me this? Why the fuck do you care? And why the fuck don't I know that? And that made me realize a lot. Not only about people in Chicago and people who live in big-ass metropolises with millions of people in it, but people in general. You know what I mean? It's AaroniMoses. Peace.